Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. And with me as usual is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about the Rainmaster. That was a great podium in the last race, so can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Ricciardo, Charles Leclerc and Fernando Alonso. The Rainmaster, Gasly, Tsunoda and Lance Stroll. Verstappen, they've taken a grid penalty. Perez, Carlos Sainz and Vettel, Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher, Nicholas Latifi and Nikita Mazepin. Raikkonen, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And George Russell ends our grid lineup. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going. Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please. Look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch. racing again. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. That's a new fastest lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by 3.6 seconds. We're going to box this lap, push hard on the in-lap. Gap to teammate behind is 5.1 seconds. Exit. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Yellow flag. Okay, clear. Max is in the pits. Max in the pits. The fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
That's it then for another spectacular Grand Prix here in Austria. And a truly magnificent drive to hang on and take the win. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. The Rainmaster increases their championship lead. Let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
Let's move on to the constructors. Red Bull pull further ahead in the standings. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? It looks like you're schooling your rivals at the moment. Your teammate had a great race today and was rewarded with a podium. Do you have any comments on the performance? That was a close finish. How are things between the two of you? Appreciate your time.